So in our first podcast that we did on this subject matter, we did a short intro, and I did some research, and I found there's up to approximately 2,500 models, personality models out there. Of course, there's the top 6 or 7 or 8 that people are familiar with, NTBA and DISC and things like that. What made you say the world needs another model, other than the proprietary thing? What does your system have that adds value that wasn't here before? And why do we need a 2,501 model?
No, it will be much more in the future, I'm sure. Now with artificial intelligence, this number will even increase. The reason why I believe that I can add value to the world, to say, in this field, is that we always have this kind of tailor-made approach and adjustment of everything we do to the needs of the customer, and to models that are developed by specialists in their field, like, for example, PMI, IPMA. They have developed their own models. I'm sure they really have good reasons to have this particular model in place. They have been researching it and all that. So my approach is then to say, okay, we make the link between the existing models that they, in their field, like IPMA, PMI, have developed, with underlying personality traits. So it's not wanting to have the ultimate new personality model. The second element is also key to us, is as from the start in the development, is that it's for usage in professional environment.
Okay, which I think is a key standalone, a unique selling proposition to what you're offering. Let me ask you a question. Most of the models will use the name personality test. I think it's nice to know people's personalities, but I think one of the kind of residual feelings that people have when they have a personality test, this is interesting, but what the hell do I do with it? Right? Now you are in the category of personality tests, but your focus is on capabilities. Am I correct?
On talent development, basically.
On talent development. So you're one step more concrete. It says it's nice that everybody has their own personality. You don't say this, but I'm going to say this. Who cares? The question is, what are your capabilities? It's kind of a more neutral approach. What are your capabilities? Can we assess? Can we identify them? Can we assess them? Is there a quantitative approach to defining them? Okay. And I guess the objective would then be to identify how to develop people further. Is that correct?
That's correct. So basically, every person has his own personality, and there's always kind of uniqueness in it. So whatever it is, there is kind of uniqueness in every single personality. And the main goal is to find out what are the strengths, whatever the personality is, and how can this person feel better, do better, act better, exploit basically better what is given to this personality. Okay. So there is no good or bad personality. It's really how, in what setting can this personality fit best, and how can it develop further?
Is there a link between personality and capabilities?
Depends on
a good question.
How would you define capability? That's an important.
Yeah, I think we should. This is what I was a big fan of. I think we need to respect our listeners and say, maybe we need to ask the real stupid question: